The Proline free pick phone is available for winners daily. Just a toll-free call to 1-888-294-1970 for winning picks from the world champion handicapper Jim Feist, Smoke and Dave Koken, Smash Mouth capper Scott Spicer, and Glenn McGrew. Red hot winners that are absolutely free on a recorded message when you call toll-free 1-888-294-1970. Call today, call tomorrow, win all week long. Write the number down and make the call to 1-888-294-1970. Call now.
There's nearly 100 years of combined handicapping experience on the Proline panel each and every week. And when everyone agrees that one side is the right side, then the results usually hit the bullseye. For the first time ever, the Proline Consensus Play is available completely free of charge. This high-end release is up right now at jimfeist.net/Proline. That's jimfeist.net/Proline. There's no cost. There's no obligation. Just the Proline Consensus release, absolutely free. Go to jimfeist.net/Proline now.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, we start off with another interesting SEC battle as the Crimson Tide hosts the Georgia Bulldogs today. But first, we turn to Primetime's Glenn McGrew, who swept his Proline offer last week with both his college and pro blowouts of the month, as well as his playbook game of the year. And Glenn, another excellent week for you.
Well, thank you, Al. It was, too. The victories, they just keep piling up. I win my playbook game of the year as Florida State dominates Colorado 16-6. Then Houston smashes Tulane 34-10. And, of course, the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday, they destroy the Buffalo Bills 26-3 as I take down my college and pro blowouts of the month. I just keep hammering those soft early season numbers, folks, out there. And I'm pushing this year's college record now to 35-15. 35 wins, just 15 defeats, once again proving that big plays mean big winners at Primetime Sports. So join me today. I'm going to give away my side in the Big Ten war between Penn State and Michigan, plus details on how to get my first conference game of the year and my college dog of the month, also for free. 3 plays right now, all in the house. 1-888-652-7668, or simply go to jimfeist.net.
All right, good stuff to take advantage of. Well, you know, Alabama survived a scare and a wild win over Arkansas last week, and today they will take on a Georgia team that rediscovered its offense last week, but that, of course, was against Western Carolina. So the question is, how will they fare against the Crimson Tide?
Not as well.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, you know, Western Carolina is not going to put up the kind of defense Alabama has, and this is Alabama. There's a lot of hype surrounding, you know, Nick Saban and all the money he got and how he got there from Miami, et cetera, et cetera. But this is a good coach, and they're doing a great job. He's doing a great job. The problem is, I think the problem is they're coming off an emotionally draining game last week against Arkansas. They had to come back and win it in the last couple seconds. I think it was 41-38. This game, last week sets it up real good for Georgia. They had a walkthrough, a cakewalk, and now they're ready for this game. This coach is good on the road, good as an underdog. I'm going to go with Georgia.
Jim, you know, I just think that Georgia, that cakewalk, they're going to be stuck in the icing because I don't like this offense whatsoever. I mean, when you look at what they did against Oklahoma State, they won 35-14. Well, when you saw what Oklahoma State did against Troy last week, all of a sudden that win doesn't mean nearly as much. Their only true test so far came between the hedges. They lost anyway to South Carolina, scoring a whopping 12 points, getting beat outright by 4. Stafford, his only true test came against the Gamecocks. 19 of 44 passing, a 4.8 yards per pass average. I don't like them here. 6 of their top 7, or 6 of their front 7, I should say, on defense are all brand new starters. I think Saban and Bama rolls, Dave. I got to go with Alabama minus the points.
I think Alabama is going to get there quicker than most people thought they would. Nick Saban is an absolutely great football coach. Whether you like the way he left the Dolphins, it doesn't matter. The guy is a terrific football coach. Mark Richt's pretty good at Georgia as well. And Richt's done an interesting thing this week. Tells you how big the game is to the Bulldogs. He closed practice to the media, which I don't believe he's ever done before. He's trying to keep everything really in-house this week. Either that or he figures since Nick Saban used to work with Bill Belichick, maybe he's got some spy cameras or something like that. But the bottom line is, I think the Arkansas game was a real drainer last week on Alabama. I think they're going to have trouble getting past Georgia in this game. Good chance for an upset. I like the Bulldogs on the road.
So we'll see how that one plays itself out. Next, we'll go out to the Las Vegas Strip and hear from Lake Tahoe's Bob Donahue, who has 2 great plays today. But first, Bob will tell us about this game.
Thanks, Al. Off a tough game against Arkansas, Alabama now entertains the Georgia Bulldogs. Offensive coordinator Major Applewhite will look to run first against the young Georgia defense that has 9 new starters, and the Bama ground game should have success here. For Georgia, their offense should have limited success in their first road game going against the tough 3-4 defense of Alabama. Look for this one to go under the total. And viewers, I have my 2-team parlay of the month absolutely free on a recorded message when you call 1-888-806-4667. Plus, you will receive information on how to receive my Big Ten Game of the Year also free of charge. It's a big weekend of free winners. Make the call to 1-888-806-4667 now.
Thanks, Bob. Right after the short break, the panel will break down another game from today's schedule as Iowa takes on Wisconsin. Stay where you are.